Louisiana Beer Reviews Leo Lager Beer, introduced in 1998, June of 1998, by Boon Brewery. This company is the maker of the world-famous Singa, the #1 selling Thai beer around the world. But Leo, and I don't know why they're, I guess it's short for leopard, leopard beer, is the #1 selling beer in country, in Thailand. It's won some medals, actual medals, not some made up thing. And this beer is sold in these 500 milliliter cans and 330 milliliter bottles. It's from the town of Pathum Thani, Thailand. The ingredients are water, malt, and hops. No corn or rice. It expires on IACYOG. And it was filled on IACYOF. Alright. Doesn't really help me too much. There are a few video reviews for this beer. Beer Advocate says it's a 66 out of 100. It's bad. Rate Beer says no, it actually is horrendously bad. They give it a 6. A 6 out of 100 and a 1 out of 100 in the style, which is just, I guess, lager beer. And Untapped's giving it like a 45. So nobody likes it. No, 55. It's not in the 40s. But nobody likes it except the people buying it in Thailand. But I can't judge it yet because I've never had it. I bought this at Liquor Warehouse on Texas State Highway 180. Formerly U.S. Highway 80, westbound in Arlington, Texas, not far past State Expressway 380. Easy to find place, big place, bring some money because there's going to be a lot of things to choose from. Spongy white head, and that's the second time I've been there. Clear, bubbly, somewhat sediment-filled straw appearance. I see lots of white. There's bright sunlight outside, mostly clear. Bright chunks swirling around. Get that with a lot of these so-called highly filtered lager beers. Not as filtered as you may first believe. Barley, very pale barley malt, much like a soda cracker. Similar to the Euro lagers. Makes sense because Brewed Brewery, when it started in 1933, I believe it was, they had some European assistance in setting up their brewery. It wasn't a colony. Thailand, Siam, Thailand was one of the few Asian countries to never be a colony or a protectorate of a European country. And they like to talk about that a lot. All right, they were a protectorate of Japan instead from 1941 to 1945. Medium bodied, crisp finish. Bitterness, it's there. 5% alcohol, 19 IBUs. Seems about right. It's a Pilsner style, really, what it is. Kind of reminds me of that Budweiser Nitro Reserve Gold, but that's a nitro infused, but it has a similar taste. Because the Budweiser Gold has no corn or rice added either, and it's also 5%. You just get a different mouthfeel because of the bubbles. Wow, 6 out of 100, huh? 1 out of 100 in the style. Could have that reversed, which I'm going by memory, but it's very low. A poor score in Beer Advocate. A poor beer. They say it's just bad. I don't know. You think tens of millions of people in Thailand drink it every day, and it's like literally objectively bad? I don't know. I don't understand. I guess it depends who's writing the reviews on these websites. It seems clean, mild, slightly grassy in the bitterness, little mild hop bitterness, crisp, clean, and refreshing, good tropical beer for the hot climate of Thailand or Louisiana. We're in the subtropics. I don't get the complaint, but I don't understand the Best By date. Okay, those letters. Obviously, the letter is for a year. But it seems pretty fresh. The can protects it more than the bottle, I suppose. You wouldn't have to worry about... Well, this said mostly it's an Asian-owned liquor store, so you probably get a lot of turnover there. And you wouldn't have to worry about any kind of expired cans or bottles in Thailand itself, because if it's the most popular beer there, there's just constant restock going on, you would imagine. So it's like Budweiser here, or Bud Light, you just don't find out of dates because it's always rotating in and out. Yeah, I won't be scoring it a low score. Is it the most amazing thing I ever had? No, obviously not, but certainly pleasant. Probably go very well with Thai food. I actually have no complaints. Well, that's a really well-made beer. I love Singa, which is brewed under a royal warrant from the King of Scotland. Okay, the last King of Scotland. No, the King of Thailand. And this is not. This is just like their regular price beer. Singa is more above premium, sort of a Michelob beer. But I'm gonna go with an A. Why would you not give this beer an A? What is the complaint? What is the problem? So Laissez Les Bon Temps Relais, an A, 93 out of 100. It is a delicious beer. I could drink this all the time and never get tired of it. Never. And I mean, the price was a little bit high at that store. But then I said, I didn't want to buy a 6-pack of the bottles, not knowing what it was like, although I assumed it'd probably be good. I just figured I'd go with a can for one sample. I got it. So now I kind of regret not buying. I do regret not buying the bottles, actually, now. But I'm not going to drive to Arlington, Texas to get more. I looked at their locator tool, and it showed that it is sold around here, about 35 miles, 40 miles east of here, at some Asian specialty shops. So I think I'll be able to find it down there, down the river. So Laissez Les Bon Temps Relais, a wonderful beer, been on the market over 20 years, and I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Thailand and visit the Pathum Thani Brewery in Thailand.